judge. Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My head is ready to bust. Do what I do.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. A short kick taken at the 18. On first down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. That'll bring up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. McKinnon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against it?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their #1 goal was to get him to third down and long situations. Not third and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They run the counter. McKinnon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, Diggs, what a catch. And they'll have it before he crosses over out of bounds. 21 yards there on third down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They'll try with McKinnon. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass, ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Tyrann Mathieu, the All-Pro, up to make the stop. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Richard Sherman uses his veteran savvy to come up with an interception there, and he still has plenty of ability out on the corner. And he's the NFL's active leader in interceptions. Moved on from the Niners after 3 seasons, but thriving with a new ball club, and that veteran know-how comes into play one more time.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now it's Mahomes again. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 2nd and 9. A give. This is Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Like 22.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Max 22, Max 22. Oh, here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Mayfield on play action. He completes it to Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Austin Hooper from 17 yards out, and the Browns get a score closer. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And it's 2nd down. Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mayfield on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Chris Jones on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
22. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. All day, baby.
And again, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Switch.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 75 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and now it's third down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes going to throw it here. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Max 22, Max 20. Yellow.
Mahomes to throw once more. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Johnson. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Max 22, Max 22. Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see.